What is going on, you guys? Boss Tensai here, and we are back with my WWE 13 universe. Now, this is the last episode of SmackDown for this season, and I'm very excited to start next season. But before we can do that, we do have a very awesome show for you guys. We're starting things off with two men who will be competing for those SG Gaming League Tag Team titles. It's gonna be Farouk versus the very recently returned Goldust. This is his first singles match back ever since he won that tag team battle royal with Booker T. We saw Bookdust reunite. That's exciting. And they're wrestling on SmackDown this time, as opposed to Raw last time. And Goldust, he had a very interesting career story actually. He hadn't gotten a win before teaming with Booker T, and he actually said that he was going to team with Booker T in a match against I feel like it was Jack Swagger and Michael Cole. And he said that if he didn't get the win, then he was going to retire. And he not only got the win, but he went on to become tag team champion. So these guys, and they actually were longest reigning tag team champions of all time. So that was awesome until they eventually lost it to the NWO. But yeah, and the APA, they're looking to continue their reign of terror across the tag team division. They've held these titles since I want to say. I don't know. I know they beat. Might have been Money in the Bank. I have no idea. I have no idea. Absolutely no idea. But regardless, they've got those titles, and that's all that matters. Goldust, I want to see how he's going to be tonight. I want to see how, if he's got any ring rust. He entered that gauntlet, that, you can call it a Royal Rumble, I guess. That tag team Royal Rumble, it was 20 men. And Goldust entered, and he pulled it off. He pulled it off for his team. But, I mean, that's, I mean, I don't know. I don't know if he can beat Farouk tonight. Farouk's a pretty good not only tag team wrestler but singles competitor. You could call the APA the best tag team in SG Gaming League right now. They are tag team champions, but Goldust, he hasn't been around long enough to take something like this. He's still rusty. You're not allowed to do this, and he just puts him through the table despite my encouragements not to. He does put him right through that table, and Farouk just starts pounding on the shoulders of Goldust as Bradshaw looks on. Booker T all the way into the other area of the ring. I don't even know, or ringside area. Not sure where he is, but Goldust, he's picking up some offense finally on the outside, and it looks like he's gonna. Oh, I thought he was gonna try and throw Farouk in the ring, but they're almost at 5. That's when they all run in usually. I've noticed it's been like that since like the old games, like since like '97. SmackDown 2 Know Your Role, because I was playing that the other day. Yeah, I still play those games, still play the vintage games. It actually reminded me a lot of this game because it is. I mean, it's not same game, but it's the same arena as they're in right now, and it's a lot of the same guys, so it was kind of weird. But yeah, it reminded me a lot of this game, and I noticed when computers are playing it, they run in at 5. I think it's just always been like that, and it always will be like that. It's a good method. But Goldust finally starting to pick up some offense on Farouk, but Farouk just turning around very quickly. Farouk's a veteran. Not a veteran like Goldust, but he is getting some experience here, and I think it's going to continue. Ironically enough, I don't know how this happened, but it happened. Farouk and Goldust are both 6-3, which are very impressive records. It's weird. They're finally coming together, but those 6-3, they were never in the same season together until just now. It's their first time appearing in the same season. Goldust, of course, had some success last year in WWE 12 season, and Farouk's got his success this year in the WWE 13 season. And I know I'm not really sure what I'm going to do about the APA next season. I don't really have any use for them if I bring them back because they're not. I have no idea. I really don't know what I'm gonna do. I think I might. I don't know. I mean, right now none of these men in the ring are coming back for next season, as far as I'm concerned. I'm surprised they didn't put Booker T in the game because he was recently inducted into the Hall of Fame. But Farouk with that massive spine buster. Goldust never felt anything like this before. He's never wrestled a guy like Farouk before. Goldust getting pinned. He just kicks out at 1. I was just going to say, I think all these guys, they might. I know their contracts expired after this year. I'm not sure if I'm gonna renew their contracts. I'm I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I cannot tell you the future. But, yeah, we want to see which tag team is going to get the big win here tonight. I mean, you know, if Farouk representing his team gets a win, then that's more momentum to his side. If Goldust, he can continue the momentum and get the win for his team. But actually, Goldust, I don't know, if you count that tag team Royal Rumble, then he would be 7-3. And I guess I'll count that because, you know, it wasn't an actual Royal Rumble. Like, it wasn't a 40-man Royal Rumble, so I don't know what Goldust just did. He slumped over after hitting that power bomb. I think he was just tired. You know, Goldust, he hasn't been in the ring very recently. It's been a while, so maybe his cardio's out. He's got to hit those tread climbers. But Farouk does take advantage of that, and he goes to pin Goldust, and unfortunately he only gets a 1 count. I'm gonna wait. I can't wait for WWE 2K14 when that stuff doesn't happen anymore. I'm so excited. We have one more video after this, and that is, well, it depends if I make it into 2 separate videos, but it will be the finale. It will be WrestleMania when both these tag teams will be in action. Bookdust, that will be their second WrestleMania. The APA will be the first. And let's see if Farouk can do this. He's got the Dominator. We've seen him do this before. It is a very patented signature of his, and looks like he's gonna pin him after that. Oh, and Booker T. It looks like I think that was supposed to be Booker T breaking it up, but I don't know. Goldust is with that very nice German suplex. I didn't know that was in his arsenal, but oh well. Farouk, he still taking advantages. Booker T gets escorted from the ringside area, and Goldust just hasn't been able to muster up very much offense in this match. I'd like to see him try and get back into it, but Farouk has just been, for lack of a better word, dominating. No pun intended, because that is his finishing maneuver. Yeah, Farouk, he's just been kicking ass. He really has. In the past, we haven't seen Farouk do very well in singles competition when it's just him in there. But he's only been in like one other singles match. I think he lost it to Jeff Jarrett, I want to say, but I don't know. I'm pretty sure that's correct. I'm not really sure. But Goldust with another German suplex, and Farouk just saying no way. He has the offense. He has the advantage in this match. He's the only one. I mean, he has Bradshaw still in his corner. Booker T got thrown out. So it's kind of like a, some moral support for Farouk. A little bit of confidence booster. Goldust, he hasn't been in the ring in a while, and he's doing it by himself right now. So, that's gonna be it's gonna be interesting to find out if Goldust and Booker T can still coexist as a team. We didn't really see them coexist in the team, or as a team in the Battle Royal, the Royal Rumble, tag team gauntlet, whatever you want to call it. I'm gonna start calling it a tag team gauntlet. But yeah, they haven't teamed in a while. I want to see if they can still coexist. APA, they've been teaming for months now. They know what it takes, and they've been around each other. They've been in each other's presence. But looks like Bradshaw's gonna get escorted. Is he gonna get escorted? Or I don't know if escorted is the right word, but Farouk's putting him out for another Dominator. Goldust has never felt a move like that before. That's modern moves. That's how it's gonna be in this season. 1, 2, and 3. Farouk with a big momentum boost, getting his team the win. And you can't say very much about that. I mean, they are the tag team champions. That was probably how I thought it was gonna go. Goldust got the ring rust, but I don't know if you can really blame it on that. I think Farouk was just a better man. And could this be the scene at WrestleMania at the finale with the APA, their hands in victory? I guess we're just gonna have to see. I can't wait. Alright, you guys, it's time for our second match of the evening. In 2 nights, Gangrel will be going one-on-one with Kevin Nash for that European Championship, but tonight he's got to face off against his close friend, former partner, Jeff Jarrett. Alright, you guys, we're going to start the match right here. I had to make those intros quick because I didn't realize how little time I gave myself. At first, I had the entrances in there, but I decided to cut them out because it was just taking up useless time. So that was the reason for that short little vid. It was like 13 seconds. I had to fit those intros in. I had to do it like 5 times because I kept screwing up. I kept saying stupid stuff. But yeah, anyways, we've got this match. And this is a very interesting match. Jeff Jarrett, he is a former tag team champion. you can't count him out in this match. He's not the jobber by any stretch. I mean, the reason why he's in this match is because he was Kevin Nash's former partner. Still very close friend. They still do keep in touch, support each other to this day, even though they're not teaming anymore. Kevin Nash, Jeff Jarrett, these guys are off on their own singles careers, and I can't wait to see what they're gonna do. Jeff Jarrett, actually, fun fact about him, he actually has the 4th most career wins in SG Gaming League history. He has 12 victories in his time here, and as opposed to 10 defeats, and making that the 4th most matches in history. He's got 22 matches on him. This will be his 23rd match. And Jeff Jarrett, definitely a seasoned veteran, as opposed to Gangrel. He's just kind of starting out his career. His record right now is 4-3. He's looking to be 5-3 here tonight. Or Jeff Jarrett, he's looking to be 13-10. That would be, he'd tie the 3rd place man, who was actually Kevin Nash, for 3rd most wins in company history. Gangrel, unfortunately, he will not be coming back next season, and that's something that that's pretty disappointing. I'm kind of upset that Gangrel's not coming back. I don't know. I guess we'll have to see how he does at WrestleMania. I mean, I'm sure I could find a decent Gangrel call out there, but the thing is, how is our company gonna grow if I'm just keeping everybody around? That's what I was thinking. I mean, like for these games, the beauty of it is to get like a full new roster almost every year just to see how they do. But then you get the problem with some guys, they're really good and they do a lot, but they have to leave the next year because, they're not in the game. And they don't really work because next year is going to be Legends, like the, 80s and 90s, and Modern. Those are going to be my 2 separate rosters. Where does Gangrel fit in right there? I mean, he was, late 90s and early 2000s, not even maybe. But, yeah, I mean, that's my only concern. I'm not really sure where I would use Gangrel. I guess, I don't know. We have to see if he wins back his European title first. He's a current European champion, but he will be facing Kevin Nash. And breaking news, I said that weird. Breaking news, it will be a steel cage match. That's something that Kevin Nash has some experience in. He not necessarily good experience. He was like, I felt bad for him because he actually lost his tag team championship in a steel cage match. Or he lost the rematch. He lost something in the steel cage match. I know it was a match against the APA. Jeff Jarrett was there too. But, yeah, Jeff Jarrett, speaking of Jeff Jarrett, he just hits a stroke right there. His finishing maneuver. Let's see if he can put away Gangrel very, very quickly. 1, 2, and... no, kick out of 2. You have to wonder, Jeff Jarrett, if he can get a big win over Gangrel tonight. He's a singles competitor. We have to wonder if he will be next in line for a possible European title shot if he can beat the champ. But then again, if Gangrel isn't the champ after this Sunday, then I don't know. We could see, Jeff Jarrett against Kevin Nash. Never seen that before. But we are thinking too far into the future. Let's focus on tonight. Jeff Jarrett's trying to get his last win of 2013 under his belt. He doesn't want to end off this WWE 13 season on a bad note. He wants to end it on a high note with a big win over the European champion Gangrel. Jeff Jarrett's had a hell of a season so far. He was tag team champion for most of it. Even though he didn't give these guys much time to perform at their best, he did still have a lot of success. I mean, for limited time, I guess. Next year, I'm pleased to say that I'm going to try to beat our record for longest season so far. I think the record's like 22, 23 weeks. This one was only 16 weeks. But yeah, that was because I was a slacker last summer and didn't do anything. But I was a slacker all year really until like now, like where I've been just uploading. That's how I should have been the entire time. Next year's going to be a much more fun season though because not only do we have the Hall of Famers, but we have a lot of new interesting roster members. I can't wait to see guys like the Shield next year, even though I don't know if I'm going to make them a tag team. Biggie Langston's going to be awesome. Who else have we got? What else do we have there? I know Fandango's new. He's going to be cool. Bray Wyatt, the Wyatt family. All guys that I've been looking forward to seeing for a while. And even guys that they debuted this year, and they're gonna look to continue their careers, like Antonio Cesaro, guys like him, and who else? Who else is? And Ambrosius, NXT Season 2 winner, Darren Young, Titus O'Neil, the Usos. All these guys are gonna be coming back next year, and it's gonna be very exciting to see how these guys are gonna do. Now we will have a seasoned veterans still with the company, like Brock Lesnar. He's still gonna be there. Kane, he's still gonna be there. CM Punk, John Cena, Stone Cold Steve Austin, Scott Hall, Big Show. We've still got all Triple H, all those guys. And then we've got some returns. We definitely have some returns. We've got Batista's gonna be coming back next season. Macho Man Randy Savage. We think, who else do we have? Ricky Steamboat. I know he had a cup of coffee here in SG Gaming League. Who else do we have coming back? Couldn't really tell you. I don't know. I guess we'll have to find out. We will have to find out in a short amount of time. I have not started recording for 14 yet. I'm waiting to get all of these videos off the cache, off of the, out of the memory, so that I can just start completely fresh with WWE 14. I'm not gonna start WWE 14 until I have all of these videos, uploaded and erased. And Gangrel just hitting that his finishing maneuver. I don't know what it's called, but is he gonna pin Jeff Jarrett right here? 1, 2, slow count by the ref, and he looks like he's a Jeff Jarrett fan, but unfortunately, Jeff Jarrett does not get the win here tonight. Gangrel picks up a big one, big momentum boost going into the Sunday. And you have to think, if Gangrel's able to hit that move on Kevin Nash, if, the keyword is if, Kevin Nash is a big man, he's able to hit that move, could we see, a title retain? I would probably be forced to give him a contract next year if he's European Championship, thank you. But I'm not sure. Kevin Nash is going to be in next season, so if he's European champ, then we've got next year all set. We won't have to do default champions, but I don't know. Oh, and this is a match I've been looking forward to ever since the Royal Rumble. I guess tonight there was a little dispute in the back about who was the true man around this place. Big Show and Scott Hall, they're the winners of both of our Royal Rumbles, and they're finally going to go one-on-one to see who is, who's the best, who's the man, I mean, this isn't an over-the-top rope match, so we can't really call him the king of the Royal Rumble, but I think you'll be the, you have to qualify as king of the Royal Rumble if you win at least 2 Royal Rumbles. So if Big Show or Scott Hall wins the Royal Rumble next year, then they'll be the king of the Royal Rumble. That's going to be a thing in SG Gaming League, the king of the Rumble. That's going to be like an actual title. Like if you win 2 Royal Rumbles, then you're the official king of the Royal Rumble. But yeah, I'm actually I'm getting excited for the next Royal Rumble too. Like there's going to be a lot of new guys in there looking to beat the records. We saw a lot of records broken. I'm hoping that somebody's going to be able to beat Steve Austin's time record in the Royal Rumble. I'm really, really hoping that that's going to happen. If it happens, then, this guy will have to be in it for a very long time. Stone Cold's got 17 minutes in that thing. But, we just had our Royal Rumble 2 weeks ago, so not like we need to be worrying about another one. And here we go, the Titantron-less Scott Hall. Scott Hall is a pretty decorated athlete in SG Gaming League. He's got a lot of history here. Unfortunately for him, he did have an opportunity at that WWE Championship, or SG Gaming League Championship. I gotta get used to not calling it WWE Championship anymore. It's not the WWE, it's the SG Gaming League. I gotta get used to it. Next season, I'm not gonna want to be calling it the WWE Championship. But yes, he did have a shot at the SG Gaming League Championship after he won the Royal Rumble, but unfortunately, CM Punk defeated him. So Big Show is hoping he's got that title match at WrestleMania. He's got the title match against Triple H and Tensai. Excuse me. He is looking to be the first Royal Rumble winner to win the world title in his title match. That would be a pretty historic thing. But I guess we're just gonna have to see. Triple H and Tensai will be in action tonight. Big Show's in action right now, so we've got pretty much everybody. Everybody's going to be in the pay-per-views pretty much in action tonight, except for Kevin Nash, I think. He's doing his own thing. He's recovering from the Elimination Chamber. It takes a toll on you. It really does. Nash has been in a couple Elimination Chambers. He was in last year's actual SG Gaming League Championship Elimination Chamber that he did not win. But regardless, he's our European Championship #1 contender. But Big Show, look at that flexibility on display right there. Big Show has been in SG Gaming League for a very long time. He was former television champion, actually. He tossed it back and forth with Cactus Jack a little bit, but he's on to bigger and better things. He skipped right over the minor titles. He went from television championship straight to world championship. That's what the Royal Rumble can do to you. It really is. Scott Hall knows that. He debuted in the Royal Rumble. He was actually a surprise entrant. He was like Eugene this year, or Viscera. You know, he was a surprise entrant. He wasn't really supposed to win it, but he did, and that was awesome. I was, you know, actually the entire NWO debuted. So we saw X-Pac, we saw Jeff Jarrett, we saw Nash, and we saw Hall. And who knew that one of the members of the NWO would win the match? That was really awesome. I remember the one that got recorded that later got deleted. It was back when in the digital camera age, when I had to just film the TV with a camera because I didn't have this high def technology that I do now. I was just filming a screen, and when Scott Hall won it, I was like all excited, and then it did not get saved. So we had to do a little exhibition Royal Rumble and put it up. And that is what you will find if you go on SG Gaming League, the actual channel. We've got a good Royal Rumble up right now. It's kind of weird because like I feel like it screws up all the stats forever. Like all the guys who were in the first Royal Rumble, like that Royal Rumble will never be erased from history. That'll always have happened. The only thing we know about that Royal Rumble is that Scott Hall was the winner of it. That's the only thing I remember. So what I really did was I took the stats from the second Royal Rumble, everything besides the winner. I know Mark Henry won the second Royal Rumble, and I'm glad he didn't. I'm glad I didn't declare him the winner, the actual winner, because he didn't do so well in this Royal Rumble. If you guys followed the Rumble this year, then you definitely know why. But I'm not going to go into it right now. But regardless, that would have been very disappointing. At least Scott Hall did well in both Royal Rumbles. He got like, I want to say around 5 or 6 minutes in this one. He's one of the top guys actually for combined Royal Rumble times. I know Big Show's up there too. He got 5 minutes in this one, a little around 5 minutes in the last one. You know, he's pretty consistently solid in Royal Rumbles, and this was just a good look at the draw for him. He got number 30 spot. I don't remember what Scott Hall got when he won it, but I don't know. I know it wasn't number 30 spot because number 30 spot was Chris Jericho, and Chris Jericho didn't do anything in SG Gaming League. That was a real shame. I felt like Chris Jericho could have been an A-game player if he hadn't started losing all the time. He actually that was his WrestleMania moment last year. He lost his career at the Royal Rumble. Then he came back this season and sucked. Lost to like Dude Love or something. And unfortunately, he's in the game next year, so I'm gonna have to see what I'm gonna do with him. Probably nothing, but you know, he might have a cup of coffee. I don't know. I'm not gonna give away anything. It may be there may be something there. But anyways, Big Show, he's got that submission cranked on Scott Hall. Looks like a surfboard stretch. Hope I'm saying that right. Hope it's a surfboard stretch. It looks like Scott Hall might tap. He's been in that thing for a while. Charles Robinson's checking him. And no, he does not tap. He just flips Big Show right over his head. Scott Hall is just escaping from the ring right now. Big Show's following him. He's gonna go after Scott Hall, but Scott Hall just attacks him from behind, taking the opportunity. Get a little cheap shot. And Big Show, look at what he's got. He's got that choke slam right on the outside. Too bad it's not going to do anything because although it does inflict pain, he's not going to be able to pin him. He's got to first get him up and roll him back into the ring, which looks like he wants to do right here. The Hall's back in the ring. If he gets pinned right here, then it sucks for him. I mean, it's not really for anything, but you know, it's just sort of like an exhibition match. But still, I mean, it's for those record points. You want to have a good record. Let me check what their records are. Big Show, his current record is 5-6. And Scott Hall's record is 8-5, so that's pretty good. Scott Hall's got a pretty solid record right there. Big Show, unfortunately, is not 500, but hopefully after this match he'll be 500. Look at that! Look at that Cobra clutch locked in there, or Dream Street actually. That looks like. Saying goodbye to Ted DiBiase Jr. and hello to Ted DiBiase Sr., who will be in SG Gaming League, making his debut next year. It's so weird that, like, I have to say, like, Hulk Hogan and Andre the Giant are making their debuts next year. Like, they're rookies. Okay, in comparison to, like, guys like, I don't know, like, Kofi Kingston has more experience here than Hulk Hogan or Andre the Giant. But I don't know. I mean, that's what happens. They weren't since the beginning. This is not the WWE. This is SG Gaming League. This is the first time I've ever seen these guys. But well, not these guys. Next year, Big Show just tossing Scott Hall over his head like a little rag doll. Big Show has pretty much the size advantage over any guy he gets in the ring with. I guess besides, I mean, even besides the Great Khali, because he's bigger than the Great Khali. He weighs more. He's got the weight advantage, and I think the height advantage. I'm not sure, though. I think Khali might have a couple more inches on him. I guess in terms of guys he could face on SmackDown, he's up there with him, but oh, Scott always got that Razor's Edge. Razor Ramon. Or Outsider's Edge, I believe it is, in when he calls himself Scott Hall. But Big Show, easy kick out right there. And he's just pounding him once again, just throwing those shots, just blows as hard as he can. It looks like he's got that locked in. There's a rope break, unfortunately. Scott Hall, he is not giving up. He is taking Big Show to the limit right here. He wants to prove to him that, you know, your Royal Rumble win does not mean you're better than me. Scott Hall, he was very disappointed that he did not win this year's Royal Rumble. I honestly thought he was in a prime position. He came out at like spot 34. But yeah, I thought he might have a chance in winning it, but unfortunately he was limited by Ryback. No shame there. Ryback is the WWE champion, or my God, SG Gaming League Championship #1 contender. You know, there's no shame in that. Both these guys are Rumble veterans. They have competed in both of our Royal Rumbles. And Scott Hall, there was something really interesting that I found last time. He was oh shoot, I don't know these stats. Hold on, I have the book. I have the record book. All right, let's see what I found out about Scott Hall. It was very Illuminati. All right, Scott Hall. Hold on, I gotta. No, it wasn't Scott Hall, was it? Was it somebody else? Oh yeah. This is a really weird fact. As Big Show just wins the match. Last year during the Royal Rumble, the Big Show came out at number 25. Or no, the Big Show came out at number 34, and Scott Hall came out at 25. Scott Hall won the match. This year, get this, Scott Hall comes out at 34, and Big Show. No, wait, hold on. I guess you could say that. Hold on. I don't know, something with the number 34. I guess I didn't really read that right. No clue what I was trying to say there. But regardless, it is time for our dark match of the evening. We're gonna see the other half of those tag teams. Bradshaw taking on Booker T. I guess what I was trying to say was that last year Big Show came out at 34, and this year Scott Hall came out at 34, and last year Scott Hall won the match, and this year Big Show won the match. I thought that was kind of a cool fact. No way it can work for the third Royal Rumble. Maybe the fourth Royal Rumble. We'll have a little coincidence, but the odd number, I don't think it would work. But anyways, we got the dark match. I'm not even commentating the dark match. It was a very good match. Very long match. I obviously cut it out because it is a dark match, but the win would go to Bradshaw, making the APA 2-0 tonight. But anyways, you guys, it is time for our main event of the evening. Bunch of guys that have history with each other. It is going to be Triple H and the Big Boss Man taking on the newly formed team of Tensai and Vader. It's a shame we couldn't see these guys actually go at it as a tag team, because Tensai does have his world title shot. That was actually going to be my plan. If Tensai didn't win the Money in the Bank, or if Vader didn't win it, then I was gonna have these guys as a tag team. But I mean, I like the Tensai won it, but it did screw up my tag team thing for these guys. Who knows? It's probably a very slim chance they would have actually won the tag team championship. But it's a bigger chance that Tensai is gonna win because there's a 1 in 3 chance Tensai is gonna beat these guys. He's got to go up against Big Show and Triple H. But anyways, these guys do have history with each other, and I will explain why. Big Boss Man and Tensai have a lot of history. These guys, Tensai was actually back when he was the longest reigning television champion of all time. Who was the man to beat him eventually? That was the Big Boss Man. Boss Man, he went on to hold the television championship for, I don't even think I have it written down here. I don't think I have it updated. Hopefully I have it updated, or else I'm slacking. Held that thing for 15 days. It's not even half of what Tensai did. Tensai did 36. Since then, there's been 3 more champions past Big Boss Man. Or 4, actually. Yeah, 4. 4 more champions. Wow, that television championship. I don't know about the television championship. But anyways, Boss Man and Tensai are going at it. And Triple H, it's been a little while since he's been in the ring. I'm not really sure, I mean, it's Triple H. He's been in a ton of matches. His record, his formal record in SG Gaming League is actually 12-8, which is very good. But Tensai's, his is a little better. He's 12-6, same amount of wins, not as many losses. But Triple H does have the slight experience edge over him. And other men in the ring, Vader is 4-6, Boss Man is 2-3. And one of those wins came from television championship. The other one, I think, was his defense of the television championship. So quite the resume for Big Boss Man. Not really. Triple H is the guy who has a very strong resume. He's held the Undisputed Championship, I believe, a record 2 or 3 times. Let me go check. I should just have this record book always open because I always need it. Alright, Triple H, how many times did he hold? Oh, he's held it 3 times now. That's really awesome. And he was the default SG Gaming League champion at the very beginning, but I don't really count his reign because he lost it at the first pay-per-view to John Cena. John Cena is technically the debut champion, and he hasn't done anything with his life since then. Boom, Tensai drops Big Boss Man with that massive suplex. And Boss Man just gets up dazed and confused, not really sure what's going on here. And I don't think you guys are quite drinking it in that this is the last match of the season 2 of my universe mode. It's the last match. I mean, not counting the finale, but it is the last match we will have. Last match on SmackDown. And yeah, it's pretty sentimental. We'll never see this arena again because I'm never looking back to this WWE 13 season. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'm never gonna do anything else in WWE 13. This is gonna be the last thing I ever do in this game, but which I'm relieved about. I'm sick of this game. This game has started to glitch up. There's I can't do like more than 4 people as AIs, or else it'll glitch up. I'm ready. I'm ready for a change. Ready for a new game. I can't even imagine next year when I'm not even gonna be doing. I'm gonna be doing it for more weeks. I'm planning on having like double what I did this season. Even more than that. I'm planning on doing, well, not a full calendar year. I'll probably take off 2 months because I started 2 months late. But there's definitely going to be a lot more weeks, a lot more episodes. And Triple H finally gets into this match against the man he will be facing at the finale, Tensai. And it's good to have these guys face each other right now because that is more experience wrestling each other. I mean, I don't know really, both these guys are advantaged. It's going to be a little weird because neither of these guys have ever wrestled the Big Show, so they're going in there against a guy that they have no idea about. They have no clue what his style's like or how he operates in there. It's going to be interesting. But on the other hand, Triple H has never wrestled Vader either. Unlike Tensai, who has wrestled the Big Boss Man, and he has wrestled Vader. I think he's wrestled him on a couple occasions. That's how these guys became such good friends. They got to know each other as opponents and as partners. We saw actually the very first time. There's a lot of history in this match, a lot of bad blood. Very first time we ever saw Vader come to Tensai's aid was when Boss Man was attacking him after the match. After he won that television championship, Vader ran out there and clubbed Boss Man from the back, or behind the back, and yeah, that was that from then on. But speaking of the devil, Vader is getting this match against Boss Man. Vader has not spent a whole lot of time in this match so far. I can't wait to see what he's gonna do in here. Vader just drops Big Boss Man down with that big side slam. And I'm not sure if I'm going to keep Vader around next year. I did find a pretty good call of Vader. I mean, he is a legend of WrestleMania, so I'm not sure. I don't know why he's not already in the game. That's what I'm wondering. Why isn't Vader already a superstar in that game? I mean, they put him in the last 2 games for no reason. Not sure why they didn't just save him for this game. He's a legend of WrestleMania. He really is. I don't know about WrestleMania, but he's definitely a legend in the late 90s or early to late 90s, that general decade. Triple H is in here once again against Tensai. That's been the only guy he's been in here against. It's only been Tensai. He hasn't faced Vader yet. Now Tensai, he's gotten some experience against both these men. Tensai, I truly do believe that he is a future undisputed or world champion. I don't know if it's going to be WrestleMania. I don't know if it's going to be sometime in the future after that, but yeah, he is. I do believe that he is going to be a future champion. Believe that with all my heart. But yeah, Tensai is the guy that shows a whole lot of potential, a whole mess of potential. You know, he's definitely in prime position. He's the definition He's the definition of starting from the bottom. He debuted at the beginning of this season. He's only been in the company for 16 weeks, or just this season. I don't know if I want to do it by actual time, because I mean, I guess he's only been in the company for 16 weeks, but excuse me. Yeah, he's only he's barely had a cup of coffee in this business, but he's already Mr. Money in the Bank. He's already been television champion for a record number of days. There is still a lot more that he can do in this company. That's what I love about SG Gaming League. There's so many things that you can accomplish. You know, there's so many titles that you can have that, you know, by the end of your career, you've been, you know, there's never a dull point. You're always going for something you haven't done before. But oh, Tensai just beckoning for Vader to come to him and just jumping down off the apron. Yeah, that's what I don't like about TNA, actually. If we're gonna get on a rant about TNA, I don't like that TNA has very, very limited things for guys to win. You know, I mean, most of their bigger guys have been TNA champion like twice or 3 times. Now, they don't have anything like the Royal Rumble or like Money in the Bank or, you know, Elimination Chamber or King of the Ring. They don't have any of that stuff in TNA. So like, you know, once you've been world champion, you've done everything you can possibly do. You know, unless you want to form a tag team and become tag team champion. But yeah, I used to like Gauntlet for the Gold, and I used to like King of the Mountain. That was a good one, but they don't have that stuff anymore. They just got rid of everything, and they don't even have a television championship anymore. Abyss just took it and lost it somewhere. I don't know, but yeah, that's what I wish about TNA. I wish that they had more stuff. These guys, I mean, these guys are going to be busy their entire careers trying to do everything. You know, it's not going to be like Kayfabe WWE. Once you win a world title, you know, you're not going to like, and you win a lot, you're not going to, well, I got to actually continue, or I got to continue this conversation in the next scene, because this one's about to come to an end. I'm about to make a cut. Breaking the third wall there. I don't normally mention that, but it happens. On to the next scene. I cut that part out because I was mentioning the glitches earlier. Well, yeah, this one was a bad glitch. Vader just kept continuously tossing Triple H onto the outside and wrestling him on the outside. And no one likes to see that. You really don't. Triple H just taunting and flexing straight in the Big Boss Man's face as if he had to face him at WrestleMania, which he does not. And Triple H, he's fired up. He's got the comeback. Anyways, what was I just going to say? Yeah, I have to assume that like most of these guys, once they win a big title, they're not just going to stay in the main event status. They're going to try and go for some minor titles just to say that they've done everything. I mean, these guys just sort of started off in the main eventers, like Triple H. You know, he hasn't had time to be down there in the minor. Like he hasn't ever had opportunity at the European or Intercontinental Championship, I'm definitely going to have these guys do that. Once they win a world title, once they've done everything in the world title division, I'm going to have them go for the minor ones. Then after that, they can try to win the Royal Rumble or try to win Money in the Bank. It's going to be, endless possibilities. And after that, they'll probably retire because they've done everything. But that's looking too far in the future. Once again, I don't think there's been a guy who's been I don't know. I don't think there's been a guy that's. I mean, there's never been a guy that's been minor and then major champion yet. We were hoping for Kane, but that didn't happen. We're hoping for Big Show. I mean, I don't know if television champion really counts as minor title. It really doesn't. In which case we're hoping for Tensai too, but Triple H just hits that pedigree on Vader, and what a way for Vader's career to go out with a big loss to the world champion. Is he gonna lose? He's counting Boss Man out. 1, 2. You can count to 100. Vader is done, and Triple H, the world champ, is getting a big momentum boost. 13-8. That's a really good record for Triple H. That's one of our best. Ratio-wise, there's a lot of guys, like, at least in these games, they really don't have a very complex record, but I don't know what I'm saying there. But anyways, thank you guys for watching our last episode, and Boss Stands Tall's out.